so we are recording. This is our interview for Vacation Bible School, for Bridges Vacation Bible School. And I'm Anne, Pastor Anne, from some of you that know me from when we had it at Martin Luther University College last year. And this is Nate, my son, who was also there, and he is here to interview Sarah, who also happens to be Aunt Sarah. But she's going to talk about what she does in our community, and Nate has 3 questions for her. So take it away, you guys.
What is your job?
I am a registered nurse in the emergency department at Grand River Hospital. I am one of the charge nurses, so I help to run the department.
What is one challenge?
One challenge is to try to keep people calm, because when people come into the emergency room, they are usually scared, or they're in pain, or they're anxious about something. They're not having a good day. They don't come in because they're having a good day. They come in because they're hurt, or there's something wrong, or they're scared that something's wrong, or a friend or their family is hurt, or really, really sick.
How do you work through it?
I keep a very calm voice. I keep a quiet voice. I look at them in the eyes. I make sure they're looking at me in the eyes, and then we talk very quietly. I try and keep things calm around them and use smaller words so that I don't confuse them. And I just try and be as gentle as I can until I can't be gentle anymore. And if they're being violent, then that's a different conversation that we have. And then sometimes they get locked into a room if they're fighting with us.
How do you shine?
I am a little bit silly. You know this. So I like to make my my work family, my friends, my staff, the doctors, the nurses, the respiratory therapists, the pharmacists, the lab technicians, my colleagues, I like to make them laugh. So I will pull pranks on them. I will put ice cubes down their backs. I will go out to the ambulances when they're in the ambulance bay, and I will turn on the sirens so that when they put the key in the ignition to turn on the engine of the ambulance, then it does this big woo, and it scares everybody in the whole emergency department, and it makes me laugh very hard. I just try and keep people laughing so that it's not so serious.
That's cool. That's the theme for Vacation Bible School this year is shine on, because
very nice.
Because it's hard to shine sometimes in this kind of world right now.
Yeah. You got to keep your head up, and you got to smile, and smile from the heart. Jesus gives us big smiles from the heart. I also give out candy at 3 o'clock, which is what I call candy o'clock. And that makes my work friends really happy.
We don't necessarily want to meet you in the ER, but we want to come for candy o'clock.
You're very welcome to come for candy o'clock and then run away.
Well, Auntie Sarah and Sarah, the nurse, we are really glad that you talked to us and shared with us.
Thank you.
And we're really glad you're in our community and that you do the work you do and that you gift people with your love and your smile and your care. And we're grateful for you.
Thank you. I love you guys.
Love you too.
Thanks, Nate. Those were good questions. Those were hard questions. I had to think about those. So I'm glad that you asked me them beforehand. Otherwise, I would have been like,
Cool. I'm going to pause now. Okay, so we're back. And we have Phil, who also happens to be Uncle. And Nate and I are here. And we are going to ask Phil what his job is. Well, I'll let Nate do this part. So all him.
What is your job?
I am a senior aquatic biologist at a environmental consulting firm in Waterloo. So we do a lot of work with birds, trees, fish, bugs as a whole in a company. And I'm on the aquatic side, so I lead a bunch of staff, and we deal with fish and aquatic insects and benthics, and deal with a lot of information collection that goes into designs for development and science-based work.
Cool.
What is one challenge?
One of the challenges that we have is, of course, our scheduling is one of the hardest things that we do with our work, because when we're dealing with animals and birds and fish, they don't have a clock like we do where they wake up at 8 in the morning. So we have to always be very flexible with our work to be out there and doing the work when the animals are busy. So it might be early morning before daylight, it might be in the evening at night. So trying to make sure that we're out at the right time to collect the appropriate information is always one of the challenges for us to be able to do.
How do you work through it?
We have a very good team of biologists. The company is very good and flexible to be able to allow staff to work in with their schedules. So communication is one of the biggest things. You have to really communicate between your staff and the people you work with to find out what days will work for some people that may not work for other people. And, you know, because people have families, people have children that they have to get to daycares. So it's really a team effort in order to get something accomplished that you just can't do it by yourself. So working together as a team really allows us to go out and be a unit to get things collected that need to be done.
Cool.
How do you shine?
How do I shine? Well, in our job, there's oftentimes a lot of challenges that we have with equipment failures, difficulty collecting information and work. So having a very positive attitude and adding a bit of a sense of humor, being able to laugh and joke at things that oftentimes might be very frustrating and say, it's out of our control, we can't do anything about that. How do we solve that problem? We have a good laugh, we try to joke, and we always have to keep in mind, a lot of the work that we're doing is outside. We're outside enjoying the sunshine, we're outside enjoying the water, we're driving around in boats. We get to enjoy a lot of this fun work that we get to do. So though we have challenges we have to meet, we're still having a wonderful time and be able to laugh and joke and enjoy the company of the people that we're working with and have very positive attitudes and can continue the communication.
Cool. Thanks, Phil. This
Thank
is
you.
You're welcome.
It's great. We're
Very good
grateful
questions.
that you are in our community and that you make a difference in a way that we don't get to see all the time, but that you help care for creation and help us understand what's going on in our world. So we are grateful for that.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to pause us. There we go.
Well, thank you for your time in letting us interview you.
Well, thank you so much for
Thank
thinking
you.
about us and including us in the interview process. It was really neat to be able to share the things that we do for work and how we deal with challenges and how we try to remain positive in the work that we do and enjoy it.
And especially because we loved going to VBS as kids.
Yes,
So this brings back a lot of memories for us.
absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah. So I hope you guys have a wonderful time
Yeah.
and dream big and be awesome and be yourselves and the awesomeness that God gave you.
Cool. Thank you
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
We love you.
We love you too.